Glenn Jr. will be remembered for his many roles in America's history. This American icon was a warrior in battle, our first astronaut to orbit the Earth, and one of our most successful political leaders on Capitol Hill. In 1998, he added oldest person in space to his roster of achievements.
I can't help but stand here today with a real sense of deja vu, some 40-year-old almost sense of deja vu.
He was born July 18, 1921 in Cambridge, Ohio, and attended New Concord's Muskingum College. After the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, he signed up for the Aviation Cadet Program and became a Marine Corps pilot. Long before Senator John Glenn landed in our nation's capital, he served in World War II, flying 59 successful missions. 5 years later, this leatherneck was ready to fly sorties again, this time over North Korea. After serving in Korea, Glenn attended test pilot school at the Naval Air Test Center in Maryland. Here, he gained early national recognition by setting the transcontinental speed record from Los Angeles to New York in 3 hours, 23 minutes. By the late 1950s, the U.S. manned space program was just being conceived, and John Glenn was selected as one of the first 7 astronauts for Project Mercury. 3 years later, on February 20th, 1962, he made history, becoming the first American to orbit the Earth.
And Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
After a few failed attempts at launching a political career, Glenn ran again in 1974. This time, he easily won a seat in the United States Senate. He was re-elected in 1980 by the largest margin in the history of the state. Political journalist Jack Germond followed Senator Glenn's early political career.
My first impression, which was formed when he ran in a primary even before 74, was that he had no feel for politics at all. But he had a tremendous appeal to people because he was plain-spoken, and he was a national hero.
Senator Glenn ran in the Democratic presidential primaries of 1984, but eventually bowed out to former Vice President Walter Mondale. On January 16, 1998, NASA announced plans to return the 76-year-old legend to space, 36 years after he first orbited the Earth. John Glenn's second trip to space took off as planned in October of 1998.
And liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
When the mission was over, America's oldest space traveler was given another hero's welcome, his second ticker tape parade on Broadway in New York City.
I say he is one of the few legitimate American heroes of our time.
I think too often people say, well, I'm at this age supposed to now be a couch potato. And I think the thing to do is just get out and work to fulfill your dreams, your ambitions at whatever age.
Following his retirement from politics and return from space, he and wife Annie founded the John Glenn Institute for Public Service at Ohio State University. They also served as trustees of their alma mater, Muskingum College. John Scott, Fox News.